This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are right now. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of INCRadio New York. I'm Sister Abby Hidalgo, your host for today's episode. And with me, we have very lovely guests from all over the district. So if you can kindly introduce yourself and say hello, let's start with Sister Joy.
Hello, happy Saturday, I think it's still Saturday in the world. We're so happy to be here. My name is Sister Joyanne Andrus. I'm from the local congregation of Belmore, tuned in from my car for today. Wish we could be with the other guests, but we're just so happy to join you all for this show today. It'll be special.
And we have Sister Mariah. Hello, Sister Mariah.
Hello, Sister Abby. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for joining in. My name is Sister Mariah Castillo. I am from the local congregation of Bristol, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
And we're happy that all of you can join us today. And we have a new setup, and let's take it to Sister Mika and introduce our guests from that site.
Yes, hello from the other side. Thank you everyone for tuning into INCRadio. And I know this is a new setup because it is a special episode for INCRadio New York. So I am joined here. Well, if you don't know me, you should already know. I'm Sister Mika. I'm one of the hosts for INCRadio. And with me are some of our CFO leaders, just like Sister Mariah and Sister Joy. So we'd like to ask everyone to introduce themselves. We'll start with the one closest to me.
Hi po everyone. I'm Sister DJ po from the locale of Forest Hills. And I'm just so excited that we're all here po today, tuned in on INCRadio.
Hi everyone, my name is Brother Jaren, also from the local congregation of Forest Hills. Very excited to be here today, and thank you for everyone who's watching our INCRadio program today.
Hello po, I'm Fred Perez po from Forest Hills. I'm as excited as this brethren here on my left, and hopefully we can have this energy going for the whole broadcast po.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of the brethren that are watching. I'm Brother Jason, the one here for CFO in our district of New York, also assigned in the local congregation of Bronx. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we're so happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you everyone for being here with us here in Forest Hills. Thank you, Sister Mariah and Sister Joy, for joining us as well. Like I said earlier, today we have a very special topic for INCRadio New York. We are going to be recapping our 2025 Christian Family Organizations activities so far. So it's less than not even half the year, and we've already done so much in our district, even in the local congregation. So we're going to be talking about that, what our favorite moments are, and all of that. But before we begin, if we can ask Tech to play just some of our past activities that we have done a couple of weeks ago, so we can check it out and relive our happy moments. And maybe we'll talk about it in a little bit. Right? It's actually, we were going to show the CFO Get Together and TSV Talk. So aside from CFO Get Together and TSV Talks, what were some of the other activities that we've done this past year? Does anyone remember?
Yes, the CFO Get Together activity.
Yes. Anything else? What else did we do this past year? I know we did a lot. Brother Jaron?
I believe that for the CVI, we had our very first CVI chapter study sessions activity back in February. It was really, it was one of our first activities for the year, and it was the first district CVI activity for the year as well.
That's right. Who else had activities?
Well, for me, it's the LOS special gathering because we were able to recruit actually 4 LOS new officers here in Forest Hills po. So that was good for us.
How about Sister Mariah, Sister Joyce, Sister Abby? Did you have anything to add? What else did we do this year? Oh wait, I remember. Forest Hills Kadiwa. It's not a district activity, but our local Kadiwa had a get together as well. Looks like get togethers are a thing for 2025, I guess. Yeah, so we went ice skating.
Oh yes, that was in Bryant
that was
Park.
fun.
That was
Yes,
fun.
that was fun.
Very fun.
Yes, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Where did you guys headed?
We went to Bryant Park.
Oh,
The ice skating rink there at Bryant Park. So, yes, it was so much fun. My feet hurt afterwards, but it was all worth it. It even snowed at the end, so it was very, 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 very pretty.
Very winter.
Yes, it was very winter. So we've talked about some of the past activities that we've had. What were your favorites? And what were your favorite moments of these activities? I guess we'll start with Sister Joy.
Hi, Sister Mika. To add on to that, not only Forest Hills held their winter get together at Bryant Park, there were also several congregations that held their own CFO get togethers, such as Woodbury, Rochester, if I'm not mistaken. But what's special about them was that they're farther up north, meaning they get more snow. So there's a lot more winter activities that they were able to do with all of the CFOs within their local congregations. And I really love that. I love how we're in New York, we experience these seasons. But for me, my favorite moments for 2025 so far has been the sports clinics that have been going on again all throughout the district within the local congregations. It has been a wonderful activity for all of us to continuously prepare for our district unity games this month. So lots of great things that we'll be experiencing in the month of May, which will most likely for sure be discussed later on in the show. But for me, I love that congregations were coming together. Congregations were inviting other local congregations to join them in playing sports, practicing sports such as volleyball, dodgeball, bowling ball. And we're still continuing these sports clinics for this month leading up to our Unity Games at the end of May. So it's so nice to really come together between all the other activities within the district and throughout the church. But we're really witnessing the unity being built up towards the Unity Games. So it's been a wonderful feeling. I've been trying to make it to as many sports clinics as I can, seeing the brethren, and everybody is so happy from the youngest to the oldest. I love watching dodgeball. And that's going to be really exciting for this year.
Oh, yes. I can't wait for dodgeball. How about you, Sister Mariah? What were some of your favorite moments in the activities that we've had so far?
So this past year, I want to also echo what Sister Joy said about the local unity games happening. A particular one that I really enjoyed was the bowling one we had in Bristol versus Wyndham a couple weeks ago. We saw a lot of brethren there who don't always like stay or are a bit shy getting to like come out of their shell and like showing their bowling prowess. It was really cool to see everybody just show off their for this kind of activity. Another memory that is also on the top of my head for these past couple of months was the CFO Get Together a couple of weeks ago. I was so happy to see all of my friends and brethren I haven't seen in a while from other local congregations come together in Johnsonville for this fun and relaxing and energetic night. So
Sister
I think
Mariah.
all of the other officers. Yes.
Sister Mariah, were you
Yes.
one of those who were singing in Johnsonville?
I did once. I
I
didn't hug
think
it,
I
but I
have
did
a
it once.
recording of it.
Oh no.
Can you sample, Sister Mariah?
No, thank you.
Sister Mariah
I
said
mean,
she didn't hog the mic like other people, and I was one of the ones to hog
Sister
the mic.
Mika.
It's such a treat. It's always a treat to hear the brethren from New York share their talents. We love to sing. Not me, but I love to listen.
So how about us here? I know someone was talking about it earlier. Was it you, Kavra?
Yeah, I was really excited to see that there's a lot of. I also don't sing, so it's not me. But I realized there's a lot of brethren who can actually sing, and we're doing that musical. We're planning for it. Right, Brother Jaren?
Right.
Was it in the works for
Well,
the musical?
right.
We discovered a lot.
Yeah, a lot of
brethren.
talent.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed with the activities that we've been having, um, all the different kinds of activities. That's something that we notice. There's things for people that are really into sports, like going back to those local level unity games. Every congregation in our district was actually able to hold their own local level volleyball, dodgeball, and bowling activities, this is awesome. I've never seen that before, right? Where every single congregation was able to hold their own local level unity games. But not only that, for example, when it comes to music, when it comes to art, we've seen a lot of art activities very recently also. Um, Even when it comes to the academic things that we see in CBI, right? The study sessions, the chapter study sessions, those are really, really nice activities, and it's a good variety of activities that we have here in the District of New York. And praise be to God, right? Because we're able to have these kinds of activities that we see again, brethren that maybe we don't usually see on a weekly basis, brethren from different parts of our district. And that's another thing about our district. Some of the congregations are really far away, right? But these kinds of activities allow us to see them once in a while. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to jump off of that, but yeah, like especially us as Binhi, we can't really drive yet. So of course, when we have activities that are like in Johnsonville or like per region, it's just nice to see everyone, but especially the other Binhis.
What was your favorite?
Yeah, the CFO Get Together, but I really like the s'mores making and the bonfire. It's not like we can do that every day, but so it's like when we are able to do that, it's just nice to like sit in a campfire and like be able to tell stories.
She's like looking at me because I'm tearing up. I think I have SPF in my eye. I'm
No,
not
she's
sure.
just so happy.
I am
She's
touched.
so happy.
I am very touched, but I'm not sure.
Tears of joy.
I know. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, but yeah, I think because we've had camping activities before, but I think this is one of the best camping activities, and I hope that we can keep having those.
Yeah.
Yes,
And for
definitely.
the CFO Together, it was so nice to I guess be with the like really spending that time on our Johnsonville property. This has been our first Johnsonville activity ever since the dedication of the House of Worship. So it was something that we worked really hard on promoting, encouraging the brethren on joining. Truly special for all of the families throughout the district. And for us to hold a family hour together as a district was very nice to hear the reminders coming from the church administration, as well as having all the scan help out in the guarding throughout the night.
And karaoke.
They had their own tent set up. It's so nice seeing the scan together. It's always such a treat to see them all perform and help us in all of our activities, but most especially in Johnsonville because it's just so massive of a property. And it's beautiful. We were able to see the sunrise, the sunset, just something that you don't really get to fully appreciate because it's time to go, it's time to go back to your local congregations and do what we need to do. But to be able to see that overnight you won't forget it.
Yes, I completely agree, Sister Joy. Here, like we're New Yorkers, most of us are New Yorkers, and just I feel like in the Northeast in general, we're always on the go, right? We're always rushing to the next thing. So it was really good to be able to kind of like wind down and hang out with everybody. And also the weather was really nice.
Very true.
And it had actually rained like the day before, a couple of days before, but during that weekend, it was really, really nice.
I think it was a good opportunity to it was like a break from all of the digital devices that everybody's using
Right.
all the time. We were actually able to be there to actually speak to one another like face to face, right? And to focus on other things rather than what's on our phone screens and on our laptops and things like that.
That's right.
Jason was only focused on the barbecue, actually.
Sorry. There was good food too, actually. That's one of the highlights too as well.
That is so true. Now, I think Brother Jaren has what was your favorite activity?
So just jumping off what everyone said, I of course the CFO Get Together was one of our best activities both for this year so far, but we also want to mention our TSV Talks and Workshop activity that was that in that same weekend. It was hosted in Forest Hills. I learned a lot because for me, I'm not really into the tech realm. I don't really know a lot about tech stuff in general. But this workshop actually helped me to understand what things were. I now know how to spool a cable. I think that's a really cool skill. And I think that by learning all of these, I give really big respect to the TSB officers that we have in our district because they work so hard and they dedicate a lot to be here at the be the first ones at the chapel sometimes and sometimes the last at the chapel. So shout out to all of the TSB officers that made it to our activity and as well as in the District of New York.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's take a moment to give them an applause.
Yeah,
shout out to our TSB, especially the ones here. So we've talked about our favorite moment. Sister Abby, actually, did you want to add anything? Did you have a favorite moment aside from seeing me?
Are you talking to me? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on all the chat in the group and the web YouTube live chat, and they all have the same sentiment about the CFO Get Together, and they're really excited that hopefully we can have one in the future because there are some brethren who are able to attend, and to echo everyone's comments about it, that was also my favorite activity to deplug, unwind, and just hang out. And we're always on the go as East Coast New England and New Yorker kind of vibes, but it's good to just kind of be in nature. And I haven't had a bonfire in a while, and I just like tending to it and just seeing how it grows and whatnot. So and camping in general, because it's kind of gets back to my childhood memories, one of those core memories from growing up. But since we, talked about our favorite CFO activities, let's kind of now look at it visually. So if Kuya Tech can play our video.
right. So if you didn't get to see that video, you missed out a lot. But it was pretty much what we what we went through, what we did during CFO together and TSV talks. So such amazing activities. But let me ask all of our guests here, why are activities like this important? So we're a little short on time, so make sure that your answers are quick. We'll time you. I'm kidding. We'll start with Sister Mariah first.
Okay, so activities like this are very important, especially for the CWS members, the young children. It allows them to see all the other children from around the district, and you build friendships for life. Like I've met my friends from church, like when I was really young, and we're still good friends now. And it allows you to build good memories in the church that you'll remember forever, and you keep those feelings as you grow up. And the hope and the goal is that these children, when they grow up, they want to do these for the next generation, and the cycle continues. So hopefully that feeling will continue to grow and build and continue for all the generations through these.
Thank you, Sister Mariah. Yes, that is very important. How about you, Sister Joy? Why are activities like this important?
CFO activities are so important for all the members throughout the church. Sister Mariah touched on CWS, I'll touch on Kadua. We're all in different stages in our life, and honestly, this applies to everybody, but most especially with everything that we are responsible in doing, all of our tasks as just people living here in this world and in our lives. But these activities are so special. They're important because they help us really pause. They pause on life. Even though we're so busy as officers, as brethren, members in the Church of Christ, but they really remind us on what's really important. Making the conscious decision to attend these activities is truly like taking a step in allowing your faith to grow. And along with that faith, you find more hope, you find more strength that comes with it. It always sneaks in at the right time, Paul. And in those moments where you're able to interact with the brethren and really experience what the officers prepare for us that they hope to experience. So we as district CFO officers, as CFO officers in general, but we are always keeping these things in mind. We always hope for the brethren to consider giving their time to these activities, because at the end of the day, as we grow older, these are the things that we remember, right? CFO together. That's all. We spent probably like 25 minutes speaking about it, but it's been how many weeks since, and we're still talking about it. But so those are the things that really, I guess, make life worthwhile, right? All the troubles that we go through, we find joy in these activities.
That's right. How about us here? Why is it important to have activities like this for the youth?
Yes.
Sister DJ.
I 100% agree with what Ate Mariah and Sister Joy said. But, of course, from the Benhi aspect, I feel that in this stage of life, it's where you're really trying to find yourself and really see what type of person you want to become. So there's maybe temptations or distractions in life, but it's always these CFO activities that really just guide you in what path you should be taking in this life. So yeah, I'm just grateful that the Binhis are able to have, and also all the other CFOs to have activities such as what we have and planned. So yeah.
Very exciting. Brother Jaron.
From a student's aspect, I think that these activities are very important because we see that there's a lot of temptations when we're at school or when we are doing school clubs or after school activities. But these activities help us to find other students that we can relate on academic issues. I think for the CBI, we have a lot of those activities where we try to help those that are struggling with school or struggling with their mental health in school. So we just want to make those activities very accessible to all the students around our district so that they have a space, kind of like an after school club where they can go to and talk to other students that are dealing with the same issues as them and try to resolve it by shedding more positive light within our church community.
How about you, Brother Fred?
For us, for the buklod, it really strengthens the family bond. Not only with the CFO get together, but all the dynamic activities po of the district. We're just so blessed that we have a very supportive church administration for all our activities. We have Ka Don and Ka Ash, and of course Ka Jason that's here to support us all the way, and we can feel the love and care. That's why po for this May 10th, actually, we have the Care for Humanity that's happening in the Bronx, and we can really feel that love. So thank you po for all these activities that were very, we feel the spiritual high is what a lot of Buklod was saying.
Yes. Oh, actually, let's talk really briefly before we go to Ka Jason about importance of activities like this. What are some of the upcoming activities? Ka Fred touched upon the Care for Humanity. For Brother Jaron, do you have any activity to promote?
Well, for the locals around our district, we recently sent out our CBI Baccalaureate and Binhi Dinner Survey. The tentative date for this activity will be on June 29. That's a Sunday, and it will be from 5 to 8:30 p.m. in the tentative venues in the local congregations of Forest Hills, Wyndham, and Rochester. So we hope that all the students are informed of the survey, and if you are graduating or if you know anyone that's graduating, please let us know as well so that we can have that information for our upcoming activity.
And I want to add on, we have, I think you can see on the screen that there was the CBI and Binhi painting and AP seminar, which will be on May 18th, and then in the tentative regions as well. So we're excited to see you all there,
Thank you, Sister Joy and Sister Mariah. I know there's big activities for Kadiwa and CWS coming up.
Yeah, so for CWS, on May 11th, we have our CWS special gathering at the different sites. And on May 17th in Johnsonville, we will be having our CWS Day. So we hope to see all the children, all the families, and the officers on both of these activities. Well, thank you so much.
May is packed for the CFO here in New York, but that won't stop us because we are building up to our Kadiwa formal, which has been approved. We're so thankful to the church administration, and we're also very excited because this will be the first Kadiwa formal for the District of New York. So a lot of momentous activities going on for the year 2025, and we hope that all Kadiwa will be able to register very, very soon. We'll come out with more information. Thank you, Sister Mika.
Yes, thank you so much. CFO activities taking flight. We love that. So we'll go to Ka Jason. Very quickly, please. Why are activities like this important? And I know we also have some greetings.
So I believe all of our officers that mentioned the different kinds or different aspects of the importance of our activity, they really touched upon some good points. Some talked about building relationships with each other as fellow members. One that was mentioned also by Kafred regarding the bond of the family, which again, that has something to do, right, with the activities that we have in the CFO, the Christian Family Organizations. And it also serves as a break or a way for us to unwind, de-stress from the things that are happening in this life. And most of all, we know that these activities are being approved by the church administration through the leadership of our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, as well as the leadership of Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, our Christian Family Organizations coordinator, in order to enhance the faith of the brethren. In fact, that's the goal, right? To have all of us as members grow in our faith. So it's in these kinds of activities that we have that we're actually able to speak with the brethren. We're able to even have portions where we're able to impart even spiritual advice, but then also to strengthen bonds with one another, which is important as well as brothers and sisters in the faith, that knowing we're not on our own as we continue to, sojourn in this world, as we continue to face the different trials and struggles of life, you know that you have brothers and sisters that are with you, that are also going through the same kinds of things, that are also striving and doing everything that they can to fulfill their spiritual duties, to fulfill their Christian duties as officers and members of the Church of Christ. So knowing that you have a community like that that will all the more activate any member of the church, whether it be from the buklod, right, all the way down to the Kadiwa, Binhi, even the CWS, right? So that also we wanted to mention when it comes to the youth of the church, when they see that there are activities like this in the church, they see their fellow members, their fellow brethren, their peers, right? The other members that are their age, they're able to see that, hey, this is really where I'm supposed to be. They have a sense of belonging. They have a sense of the knowing that there are brothers and sisters that are with them, and that we are all together as really a Christian family. So these activities are very, very important, especially in our time today, with all of the outside influences, with all of the things that are happening in the world. This is kind of a way for us to make sure that we remain intact, we remain together as members of the church.
Great. Thank you so much, Baka Jason. And I know we have a greeting.
Oh yes. We would like to take this opportunity on behalf of all of the CFO officers here in our district. We would like to again extend our greeting to our beloved CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo. We want to extend our birthday greetings to you po. Happy birthday po. We thank you so much po for your love, for always remembering us in the CFO, and always for the spiritual guidance that you give to us when it comes to all of our services to our Almighty God, especially in the Christian family organizations po. So on behalf of all of the Buklod, Kadiwa, Binhi, and CWS members, all the brethren here in the District of New York, happy birthday po. Thank you so much po, and we love you po.
So much, but so I know we said that we were going to ask you for your greetings. We'll do that next week because we are out of time. Thank you. That is all for our show today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much once again to the church administration for allowing us to be able to have a platform like this to speak and share about our love for these activities and for each other. Don't forget to catch us again next week, Saturday, 11:30 a.m. here on INCRadio New York.
And greetings to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organization Coordinator and Subsea President, Brother Angelo Ranyo Manalo. And also greetings to our INC Radio Station Manager, Brother Wally Taray, and our Executive Producer, Kuya Manley and Daya, and also Kuya Tech. Thank you for assisting us in our show. To our District Minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Omelda, our CFO Advisor, Brother Jason Flores, and our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Christopher Ornedo. And that brings us to the end of our show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and have a good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
See you again next time.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, folks.
See you later.